Oh yeah, playing one-on-one against my brother, against my dad, they just made me more competitive. But I mean, you don't want to lose to those guys. You live with them. You're going to hear about it every day.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Bert. Yeah, go ahead.
I love playing in front of the whole university and the whole city. This is your home team. This is Chicago's Big Ten team.
We've had some great freshmen come through the door that have made major impacts early in their career.
I just put myself in that position, like, can I do the same thing that they're doing?
Russell drives, scoops off the small square and down.
I was in a zone.
Russell smoothly. Russell again. This kid is so smooth.
It's like every shot I shot was gonna go in. I honestly ran out of gas.
Russell again! And the great half continues.
He's got that feel that something good is going to happen when he has the ball.
Quick hands by Russell. What a save for Lovett. A 3-on-1.
He doesn't get nervous. He doesn't get scared of the big lights or anything like that, like most freshmen do.
Not every freshman comes in with the high standards that he holds himself to. That's definitely something that's rare. That's definitely something that sets him apart from other people his age.
Russell, beautiful moves. Wow.
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in a tough environment. I had a good collective group of family members that always pointed me in the right direction to stay on the right track in whatever I was doing. I was never really a fan of basketball specifically. I was more of a football player, honestly, when I was younger. We used to always play in the backyard with the whole neighborhood, and it kept us out of trouble, knowing that 2 streets over was gang-related. I feel like if I would have stayed there, I wouldn't have been ready at college my first year.
His dad being in Louisville, he made a conscious decision to send him down there to Florida, put him in a position where he thought it was best for him.
I went to Mount Verde Academy. Moving to Florida helped prepare myself on the court and off the court to be ready for the college level.
I don't know how many games he lost, but you can probably count them on one hand in the 3 years that he was there. Won 2 high school national championships.
It definitely helped my confidence as an individual. My confidence is probably in the solar system somewhere right now.
D'Angelo's a great player. I watched him a couple times. When he played high school basketball, he really makes them go this year, so that'll be a great matchup. It's going to be a team defensive effort. Not just one player will be matched up against him the whole game. We'll throw several looks at him, a lot of help defense. But he's definitely one of the keys to the game for us. And it's going to be real fun going back to Ohio State. I'm going to have a lot of family and friends there. A lot of people that went to my high school actually go there now. It's a rivalry game. It's always going to be really hype in that aspect, so it's just going to be a real fun game. I'm from Pickerington, Ohio, about 25 minutes from the Ohio State campus. I grew up probably a bigger Ohio State football fan. It definitely is weird to say. I mean, I catch myself kind of cheering for Ohio State football, like when they play and stuff like that. I had a really, really fun childhood growing up with my younger brother, who's 11 months younger than me.
People would stop me and say, "Are they twins?" Growing up, they were so nice. I mean, it was a joy to have in the household. They would do a lot of things together. They would play together. They're very, very competitive.
I have a lot of childhood memories with Caris, some just fighting, but no matter how many fights we get into, it's never serious. It's all out of love.
We used to do everything growing up, playing board games, backyard football. We walked back and forth to school together. So, I mean, it was a lot of good conversations in those times. We know so much about each other. It's like we're the same person.
I believe that Chicago has the best high school basketball talent in the country. It's one of those special players that come out every year to so many kids in Chicago that try to be that next special player, that next Jabari Parker.
Parker, wow, what a finish.
That next Jalil Okafor. Cliff Alexander. Anthony Davis and Derrick Rose.
The pressing-style offense that Bill Carmody used, I don't think it lended to a lot of kids in Chicago. Guys in the East Coast were a little bit more familiar with that style. And so I think that's why he went and got players from that region as opposed to trying to get guys in the city. But I think that's going to change here pretty quickly.
I grew up in Chicago. It's such a great basketball city. And when I went away to Duke, I was kind of removed from that situation. But I always kept a keen eye on the high school scene. We recruited a lot of guys out of Chicago at Duke. John Shire, who was State Player of the Year, he and I went to the same high school at Glenbrook North. You know, more recently, Jabari Parker, Jalil Okafor. When I got the job here at Northwestern, one of my goals was to establish a connection to Chicago area players. Vic instantly became a must-get for us. The character, a high-level academic student, and a great player. 6'8", long, high motor, could run like a deer, could handle the ball, can make a shot, can go into the post. Very versatile player. And when you added the fact he was a local product from St. Rita High School, he was our top priority from day one.
When I chose Northwestern, I couldn't have been more confident in Coach Collins. He's really turning this culture and program around. He's really making Northwestern basketball much more serious than it used to be. So I was willing to take that leap of faith to come to Northwestern.
You need some believers. You need that core group of guys to say, you know what, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the rise of Northwestern basketball. I'll always be indebted to Vic. When you can get a local player of his caliber that's as well respected as he is in the city to say, I'm in and I want to be with you, it led to the other recruits. It led to McIntosh and Skelly and Lindsay and Vassar, and has helped with our next class.
Duke wasn't always the Duke that it is today. Kentucky wasn't always the Kentucky it is today. Schools always have their starting points. And why couldn't Northwestern have the starting point with me in my recruiting class? And that's a big thing that really sold me. I can't wait to be on the team when Northwestern finally blows the roof off of Evanston.
I watched him when Evan Turner was here.
Turner across the timeline, throws it from high on the right. He hit it, Evan Turner! You gotta be kidding, as Evan Turner hits a shot that everybody dreams of.
I seen the player that he developed to be. And then after that, Sullinger, Mike Conley. It was something special just to see those group of guys.
We've had some great freshmen come through the door that have made major impacts early in their career.
I just put myself in that position, like, can I do the same thing that they're doing?
Both Greg and Michael were very diligent in terms of studying, scouting. They wanted every advantage they could get going on the court, and D'Angelo is very similar in that regard.
I watch film a lot. When you get to look at your opponent's strengths and weaknesses, it helps you gain an edge. If you know what your opponent's gonna do, you're a step ahead of them.
He wants to be perfect, and D'Angelo's very hard on himself.
He's a perfectionist. He expects the best D'Angelo Russell every game.
He doesn't practice well, he doesn't play well. He's usually back in the gym that night working on his game.
His jump shot off target.
It was a bad shooting night for me. And I put up like 500 shots after the game. The next game, I was making shots. When I turn the ball over, it's not like I'm trying to do something that I'm not accustomed to doing. It's just more like I'm trying to make everybody happy. I'm trying to get everybody involved.
Wow! What a pass!
If I see a guy running and he's open, I mean, it might not be a good pass, but a lot of the times it gets through, and it's a great play that a lot of guys can't make.
He has some of the best vision and some of the best playmaking ability. I don't think I've played with anybody like him thus far in my career.
The only way I can go is up, and I get better at it every game. And I'm just an 18-year-old freshman coming in trying to listen and help the team go as far as we can.
So Daryl's gonna touch the rim. All right.
I'm gonna touch the rim first now.
That's all we knew growing up is basketball. We both had basketballs in our cribs, and we both slept with basketballs. When we were little, my dad just really instilled that in us. He didn't force us to do it, but we both ended up wanting to do it.
This is, oh, that's Daryl Duncan.
My dad, he played Division III at Capital University. The main thing he taught us was just to stay on an even keel, not to get too high or too low. You're gonna have a great game, you're gonna have a bad game, but you just gotta stay kind of even keeled and you'll be all right. On Easter Sunday, my sophomore year in high school, my brother Daryl woke up and went downstairs. I think we were all supposed to go to church. And he ran back up to my room and he was like, "Caris, wake up, wake up." So I got up, he was like, "Dad's not moving." So I ran downstairs. We both was trying to wake him up and he wasn't moving. So I called 911. They got there and then obviously they told us that he was dead.
It was just a rough morning for both of us with my mom not being there and just a bad memory to have, but I don't know.
The hardest part about that was probably having to call everyone, like calling his mom, my grandma, calling my mom, and just like hearing their reactions.
After that happened, basketball really became our escape, just to get our mind off things, especially him. He always loved basketball, but I saw a more driven person after that happened, a more motivated person to get where he wants to go.
I really think their bond got tighter after their father passed away, and then also when Daryl went to Oklahoma, away from Caris.
My freshman year of college, I went to a school down in Oklahoma called Connor State. It was a really tough experience for me to go through, being that far away from home, my mom not seeing a single game of mine or my brother.
We still talked every day, whether it be through text or FaceTime or call. But it was just different not talking like face to face and being with them. But we still tried to talk every day.
I transferred from Connor State to Flint, Michigan. I go to a school called Mott Community College. It's about 45 minutes away from Michigan.
I was real happy when I heard the news that he was gonna be going to Mott. I mean, we've already seen each other more this year than we have the past 2 years combined. He'll just come up for the weekend and we'll hang out. It's just a whole lot better. It's a blessing that he's closer now.
That makes me feel proud. That brings joy to my soul. It really, really does. And I know their father would be so pleased to know that they're stronger.
Our bond is definitely special. A bond with your brother is a bond that's never going to be broken.
The 169th meeting of Ohio State and Michigan here tonight at Value City Arena. The Buckeyes with the better of it, winning 93.
Really got to know personnel today, right? Russell, he's a great, great player, and he can really shoot and distribute, okay? The last 10 Big Ten road games, Michigan's won 8 of them. Last 10, we won 8. And how do you do that? You earn them. Don't make any mistake about this. You got to earn them. And how do you earn them? Well, it's hard work. It's both hard work mentally and physically. It's us against them. It's you 12 guys against 17 or 18,000.
Man-to-man defense starting out by the Wolverines. Sam Thompson jams it home for the first basket of the game.
Rebound tapped out by Loving. Picked up in midcourt to Russell.
Now they go down inside, and the big fellow Amir Williams jams it home.
Outstanding look there by D'Angelo Russell from up top.
Albrecht Head pass to LeVert. LeVert goes baseline. Nice right-hand runner from about 8 feet out, and Caris LeVert on the board. Missed shot by Cameron Chapman. Now go the Buckeyes. Sam Thompson, showtime.
The pass by D'Angelo Russell was right on point.
Tate, right wing, penetrates the kick out left side. Russell for three.
One thing about D'Angelo Russell, we know he can score in bunches.
Thompson off the inbound. Tough right-handed push shot from the baseline. Then he stole the inbound, feeds Scott for an easy layup. John Beilein calls a timeout. He's going to lay into his club, and rightfully so. 30-17. I mean, that's a captain. It's an upperclassman making a silly mistake. Russell drives, scoops off the small square and down. And it's a 41-24 lead for the Buckeyes.
Right now, they're just beating Michigan to the ball. Like Michigan's almost a step slow.
And they're in danger of getting run out of the building. Stolen by Russell. Russell into the front court. Charges, scoops, and scores. And the lead now 21 for Ohio State. Stolen by Thompson. Right side for Scott. Scott alley-oop. Thompson jams it down. Timeout, John Beilein. 47-24. Ohio State's making it a lapper at home against the Wolverines.
Everybody's playing bad. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Beilein, based on what I've seen, start clearing his bench. You know, let somebody else play.
Bounce pass left side for Russell. Right back to Scott on the right side of the floor. Back to Russell. He'll lead into a triple try and hit it. D'Angelo Russell has 3 triples on the night. He's got 17 points in the game to lead all scorers. Tate right baseline. Drives on Donnell. Shovels it to Williams. And the Buckeyes will win it. 71-52, Ohio State.
There was something funny. I don't know what it was. And the whole game didn't start like it was Michigan against Ohio State. And that's the 8th time I've been here. And everyone was a freaking war, and it didn't start that way. And somehow we never picked up on how you beat Ohio State. And whether we could have, I don't know. But I just didn't feel that from you. This team right now, given the makeup of this roster, is not going to win that way. This team has to play with incredible, incredible passion. Forget about any place, incredible passion. And somehow they got disconnected and they got out of it. But we'll search and we'll find positives in this game as well.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm a Johnstown guy. I was telling Karen, the whole city swells up with pride when you come over. Oh, okay. You really do, buddy.
You always got to take your Hey! That's my baby, you know? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
He always tell you thanks for coming.
I love playing in front of the whole university and the whole city. This is your home. This is your home team. This is Chicago's Big Ten team.
It means a lot, you know, being a local kid and being able to travel 10 minutes away from where I grew up and playing college basketball is such a great institution.
I mean, I really think that's what, you know, every player wants, to fill up the seats and play a good game and really show the whole university and the whole city what the team is made of. There's no other feeling like it. You're in front of your own family and everyone you've played in front of for so many years.
Right now, the program is on the rise. I think with Coach Collins' system now, a lot of guys from the Chicago areas are beginning to come here and play, and he knows the Chicago area well. He knows what schools to go to and what players to go after, and just has that Chicago connection with him.
I'm pretty good friends with a lot of the players in Illinois. Jalen Tate, Tracy Abrams, I played against at Mount Carmel for so many years. One of their freshmen, Ron Black, I played with and against. So, you know, I'm very familiar with Illinois' team, and respect to Illinois. It's a very good program. I believe they'll still get to some of their players from Illinois that they want. But I think we'll start getting more and more players from Chicago and Illinois. And I think the rivalry can only be amplified and it'll only get better. The more kids you know and that you've grown up with, playing against them, you know their game, they know yours. The games can only get funner and better to watch.
We'll just go horns out. It's man or so, go horns out. Let's execute. All right, let's get the tip. Let's play our ass off on D.
I hope you enjoy it. The Wildcats from the Fighting Illini from Evanston. McIntosh hits the triple. We're tied at 3. Gets it back from Cosby. Jackson.
Offensive explosion by two teams that aren't supposed to be able to score.
Law on the move. Turns, shoots. Jumper good for McLaw. How about this to start the game? They're making their shots tonight. Illinois lighting it up here. He's hit 2 in a row. Good by Cosby. Wow.
Cosby's on fire! Your best shooter! Oh my God. They set a flare, you went 4 guys under. Let's go. We're not getting any stops. It's about our defense.
And his pass across, stolen by Tate. Tate drives in on Denver. By Kendrick Nunn as Illinois goes up by 8. The Wildcat defense just hasn't been what it normally is. Out it goes. Cosby, long jumper, good.
Close out on defense, all of it. We're getting 2 dogs. Rotate. Long. We're not fighting. Let's go, man. And they're getting baskets. And our transit to defense sucks. Let's go, guys. Go. We're either going to fight or we're going to quit. Remember the sting, man. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's play pistol. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wait.
57-47, the Illinois lead. 6:48 to go. Here's Ola at the foul line. Out to Sobolewski for 3. Good! Dave Sobolewski. Big 3-pointer for the senior. Here's Sobolewski and try again for 3. Good again. Drives to the basket. Puts up the jumper on the baseline. Good! McIntosh brings it up. Brian McIntosh across the big board line. Just over 2 minutes to go. McIntosh driving to the basket all the way in. And McIntosh looking to get it in. Gets it to Debs. Debs with 16, with 15. Debs spinning in the lane, throws up a shot. (68-67) Illinois. 4.3 seconds remaining.
As soon as they get it in, if they get it in the deep corner, we get a trap, let's get one. If not, we got to take right away. Let's go, man.
They have enough nerve to throw it deep because Northwestern's full fronting everybody.
There's the pass down the floor. They got it to Nunn, and Nunn is going to dribble out 2 seconds. He's fouled by Debs with 1.2. Nunn, 82% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good.
He trained that, didn't he? He just stepped right up.
Second free throw up and good. 1.2 to go. Taphorn will inbound. Taphorn overthrows McIntosh. The ball game is over, and Illinois beats Northwestern by a score of 72-67, and the Wildcats drop their 3rd in a row.
Keep staying together, man. Keep playing for each other, man. Keep playing for each other. Look, we're having fun out there. Got to that ball movement. We played so unselfish. You earned the right to play well by Hayes, okay?